Skadesh, wagwan all my viewers, all my subscribers. We soon get back to that video right there with Selector Chucklebus address a situation. But first, I want to feature a song from Rygin King. It's like the man I show some people say him still the pan farm with this new one called Dancehall Baddest Thing.
Live up the place and make dancehall scene. Whole place, you know. Stop talking, none of them no more than puppy.
So the song a trend #1 right now. You know, Rygin King the pan farm same way. And one thing about this song are the content of the music video. Him put together some old clips, some new clip, you know, and it is on point. Man, I like the editing, sick. Yes, people, so in the song, Rygin King just a talk about his music career overall from him boss in a 2018 up to now. So Rygin King just a show some people say, yo, him no fall off, him still have it, and the new song yeah, it a go on with a thing for Rygin King. Man, nah lie. So big up Rygin King on this new song called Dancehall Baddest Thing produced by Damage Music. Alright, so earlier I played a video with Selector Chucklebus and it's like some people are bash him over what he said in that video. However, Chucklebus have a whole heap of fans out there who are defending him, and I say some people need to love the man all because of this right here. So what him say about Aidonia.
Big up Aidonia with a good cocky.
Well, clearly, he was just reading a comment. Me see that from the first time I see the video I go around, me noticed that. So, I know nothing like the selector. Him never do nothing wrong, you know, but the way how him do it. Him shouldn't call the person name before him say what him say. Like, Tina say big up Aidonia with the good cocky, yeah. You see me? But it's like some fans are taking things literal and abash the man. Well, some of the comments like this one right here, where the person say, you done for me killer, why for your brother? Yeah, dance all this, you know, people are gonna come at you certain ways, like a next comment right here, Popcorn Vice, why? Yeah, so some people is like, well, most of the fans them are defend Chucklebus, you know, the selector. Him have a strong fan base and not even anything about no fan base. Enough people see the video and them know what go on. Like this comment right here. This person say, stop try bring down the man. As somebody send it and him read it out loud on a go man. But as me say, the only thing him should do, call the person name before him read out a comment like that. Okay, so Tommy Lee is in a rough situation right now, and some of the fans them, when them remember his mother, because Tommy Lee and his mom are close, you know. Tommy Lee always sing about his mom, always post picture with her. Yeah, so they are very close. And right now, she supposed to concern over this whole situation Tommy Lee going through. So it's like some of the fans them, the Sparta fans them, who know about Tommy Lee mother, it's like them just a keep her in them prayers right now, you know. Based on how Tommy Lee love him mother and his mother love him, it's not easy to see her son in that situation. Any mother who love them son would stress out over that. So some of the fans them, you know, them just a keep her in them prayers after hearing about more and more to the situation. Okay, so a lot of people are bashing Andrew Holness for some of the comments he make in a recent interview pertaining to poor people a go shop wearing no mask, you know. Based on how him say it, it's like some people disagree with him. Like Tanya Steve right here, she addressed the matter.
Okay, me now go live long. And I'm only doing using the live because me know say me go talk for longer than a minute. But and I wanted to share just a thought. Cause me know say I'm gonna take a moment and be sensitive, because me realize say the supporters of the current PM and it's so weird to say the supporters of the current PM, because I would think by virtue of voting for him somebody was automatically a supporter, but apparently supporter of him means somebody who blindly runs behind him and agrees with everything he does. The current PM has supporters who seem to think every time somebody criticizes his work, or the quality of his work, or the lack of his work, or the direction of his work, they're fighting him and they're bad mind, or they're vindictive. I've been called vindictive. And I'm under the impression that as a Jamaican citizen, it is my duty, not only my right, but my duty, my obligation to my place, to hold him accountable. And I feel extra responsibility where that is concerned, because I've voted for him twice. So I feel like it is my responsibility as somebody who helped to visit him and the Jamaican people. If he's a travesty, I am partially responsible for that. And so it is doubly my responsibility to hold him accountable and to make sure that he does what I intended when I voted. I didn't vote the last time. I wouldn't if you paid me, because I didn't have a choice. I didn't want to vote for him, and I have no interest in voting for Peter Phillips. So as far as I was concerned, there was nobody to vote for, so I stayed at my yard. But I voted for him twice before that. I don't regret the vote. I regret his behavior. And when I criticize his statements regarding the people who buy Big Jill, now if you don't see me on my life, you don't see me talk about this all the while. My mother used to send me to a shop go buy Big Jill oil and pound of flour and ounces of salt fish for cook dinner, right? For him to come out in a public and make a public statement to talk about, when him speak specifically say people who are got a corner shop go buy, and him list out the corner shop items, so that if you had any doubt as to what income bracket he was talking, he made it clear when he listed the items that you buy. Big Jill oil, rich people don't buy that. May I tell you something? You see, from me left my childhood home where we live in a one room and sitting, me not see back Big Jill oil. And from memory me quote it. So me can tell you this, me know I want a certain amount of money people have where buy Big Jill oil. Somebody who can afford a buckle, no buy it, because Big Jill oil is dear for buy big Jill oil. It dearer. Because you know when them part it up in them little pieces that are sitting there, the cost goes up. So when him specify Big Jill oil and half a bread, you know nobody rich who go buy half a bread where makes money touch them bread? No. So Big Jill oil, half a bread, he must speak to a specific income bracket or social class of persons, right? And when we criticize that, what I'm asking is that he stops singling out poor people. Stop singling out poor people when you talk about who responsible for the spread of COVID. When he come back and I say, if you watch the whole speech, you will see say more, but me not see say uptown people will go up on a yacht. That's what my blood clot say. Stop singling out poor people and stop act like them spread corona. That's it, me gone.
Alright, so the Prime Minister, him sound a bit biased in the recent statement when him say, you know, the people them now wear no mask who go to the corner shop, go buy the Big Jill aisle, you know, them chicken and them things there. That's why the recent strict lockdown was put in place. Well, it's like right there, so you must say a one set of people are spread it, which is, you know, the poorer set of class in Jamaica. But overall, I don't tell you now, we are do this as one nation. We can't look at it from one side. You know? It's like people from all across Jamaica, no matter what, the upper class, the lower class, we have to look into this situation and make it better. We can't look at it and say, oh, it's like we are through a blame game over one side and then on the other. That's why you see it's hard for resolve. This is a pandemic. We all have to come together and just put it to an end. But people, let me know what y'all think about Tanya Steve's opinion right there. I'm gonna leave you with a bad freestyle from Quada.
Reason me eye color change and make me a wonder why this never legal. Couple pound that in a me granny and bag. I just the red rose grab on my head mad. Automatic, that I want my brain out. But a weed I make it feel like standard. Jonathan, weed is a natural substance. I found on the earth in abundance. Apart from music and my mother, it have been weed and girl coming in love, man. Come say, me no love man. Listen up, this is my weed love song. And I only the best from West. When me turn up and bonnet in front of the station. Wait, 3 shot, on a dust stress. On a broke bone, dust must say head chest for your chest. Run your saw, beard up we make 500 funeral like digital text. And a darkness, cause we heartless. Better you married a shot, call you when it can't live. Fuck your baby mother when you 3 pints like. She a breed 3 months time, belly slap quick. Now treat everything like wholesale price. 3 murder morning, 3 in the night. 3 million gun, 3 in every type. If you mechanize youth, then a 4 and 5. And a 3 people are dead. The figure then a correct. Put on my 3-0, them calculation 3,000. The same amount of gunman unleash on them. And I know 3 ways for die, go choose one. 3 times 3 deep burial. You never see the 3 madman. Take on the road like police when I brought 3 ram. 3 another 3 for land. 3 are dead. I be life like 3 card man. You never see the 3 bad man.
Clear the stage! Clear the stage! Clear the stage! Ready?
Lightning! Earthquake and thunder. See you from the love life, lava! Fire blaze! Ash! I love to see my people. Back from it! Ash! See, all of the joy, say lava! Everyone expire phone, then it's better or what? Lava! Where's the better? I love to see my people. I want to go on there, sir. Lift it and hold it, lava. But for me, you can't stop this. You have a thing when him. Old man will say him mouth slip off her breast and go and way down her hip. Or him mouth just slide it. Boom! Kin mouth, or mouth for ring. One ring, kin mouth. Ash! Mouth no for ring. We don't get them thing there. Fire! See if you balance now, classroom, teaching. Fire! So here one now. No flesh real warrior, not TSR boy. Nursing this could never be. Why see girl I want by daughter try? She bust the secret, he wanna take her life. Tell them send no face stuff, he go near waist. Some say anything goes, I saw them their face. But even though it's their life and their face, man still a bun lit mouth and sheer face. Say them broke out before them left school. What I wanna sound so? Fix up the fire phone and fix it up, turn it up the lamp. Ash! Fire blaze. Come and love the lava drum, say lightning! Lightning! Ready now? Burn them out! More nothing! Rip it down!
The boy they can't mix a
The book of life, the book of life. Save you, sip the water from the book of life. Best of them, some more strength to sing. Say or do true. Save you, garden. With the glasses for the wicked looking life. I see the man for some of the little life. I rush them in the but all the book of life. Some say they want them to go to heaven to look for. Watch out! I'm not going to the rush. And in the chest. See if you try to lie. Some I see never run up for. Killing his body.